Previously on 842. I'm just kidding. Erika, I loved that in your second post, in your second video. It reminded me of Lost, because so often at the beginning of a new Lost episode, they would say previously on Lost to catch you up, because Lost was a little hard to follow if you did not pay close attention and if you did not keep watching every week. So I loved that, and I would like to ask you, did you watch Lost? Because I know that Nick did. And as Nick knows, Lost was and still is my favorite TV show of all time. I don't think there will ever be another TV show that will get this girl like Lost did. Get me interested in it or whatever. I'm going to try to keep this short, and I thought for a minute about having separate responses to each video, thereby shortening them. And I thought maybe I would trick Angie in that way and, have these shorter videos, and then she wouldn't think that they were so long, and so she would watch all of them. But if they were all together, they would just be one long video. So I just thought maybe that would be a good way to trick her. I'm not sure. But I don't think it's going to happen this time, because by the time I got through all of this, it would be like a 30-second video for the second one. Because I was going to just respond to Erika and then respond to Nick and then Angie. But maybe next time. So I'll try to be quick. Erika, pajama jeans. Yes. I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to wear them in public. And if you are, I don't think you should. I don't think anyone should. Those infomercials, they come up with a lot of crap. Have you seen the, oh dear God, what is it called? It's the thing, Forever Lazy. They look like adult pajamas, like the pajamas that you would put on a child, like the footy pajamas. They're for adults. And there's also a hatch, an escape hatch in the back for Great Escapes is what they call it. And it's for if you have to go to the bathroom. Because otherwise the entire thing, it's an adult one-piece pajama thing. Google it if you haven't seen the infomercial. It's hilarious. I agree with you about Nick being a little bit uncomfortable about the fashion. I told him in my video, you need not be uncomfortable. It is not a bad thing. I am sorry for my past, whatever in college. Don't listen to young Lindsay. Listen to older, wiser Lindsay. It's better. I do, though, think it is hilarious that, Erika, that you asked Nick if he was in a wedding. Because I'm not going to say I had the same thought. I'm just going to say that I was like, wow, so snazzy. Like a three-piece suit without the jacket. What a Christmas outfit. Very snazzy. But very, very funny about the wedding and the fact that he didn't respond. Hilaire. That's short for hilarious. Yes, my camera, it was like blurry around the edges last time. I don't get it. It's a little better today, but it's still grainy. I don't know. It could be in my head. And I still have the problem with every single time I go to record a video, it says, cannot detect camera. So I have to restart my computer every single time I want to use the camera. Nick, tech support, do you know why this is happening? I'll just probably take my computer into Apple anyway. I feel like other things need to be fixed on it. I don't know. The dating of the videos. Thank you, Erika. I appreciate your encouragement and your support. I really do. I do appreciate that. I have not seen Angie's longer videos, but I am waiting for her to post a longer one. And also, I will watch a longer one if you tell me what the name of the video is, because I don't feel like going through it. I haven't watched all the videos yet, so it's okay, Angie, because I haven't seen all of the older ones. I've only seen, like, I don't know, maybe 20 of the most recent ones. to answer your question, Erika, which state do I go to? I go to California in about 1 month, the end of January. It's all been, it just kind of all fell into place magically, and I have people to stay with. It all kind of happened so easily that it took me by surprise, even though it's something that I've wanted to do for years, and I've been talking about it. And it just like all happened, and I was just like, oh, that's happening, and I've kind of been in denial about it, and even my family is like, what? You're going? And I'm like, yeah, I've been talking about it forever, but now it's sort of, I'm kind of a weird person because I'll talk about things when they're not happening, but then once they start happening, it's like I don't talk about them. I'm really weird. So you'll know if something is real if I'm not talking about it, I guess. That might not be true 100% of the time, but it happens sometimes. The laundry wind chimes are not going with me. I think Mother will keep them and we'll put them outside because I will not be there to take them down. And yes, my stepdad put them in the laundry room because that's kind of like our catch-all for everything that needs to be shoved away quickly when company's coming over. And I have not talked to my mother yet about the wind chimes. I thought about talking to her about it before this video, but then I felt like it was rushed, and I was like, just talking to her about it so that I could talk about it in the video. So I'll do it later. I'll let you know. Hilaire also about Nick's analness and telling Anna that there are temporary items and permanent items. That is so very Monica. That's really funny, but I'm not going to judge because I don't know how Anna was with the temporary items. I do know how Anna was, though. So, yeah. The Meadows. Erika, every time you say the Meadows, it reminds me of So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers, and he plays his Scottish father, and his Scottish father starts going on about the secret society known as the Pentaveret. They meet, I can't remember the entire quote, at a place known as the Meadows, whatever. My Scottish accent sucks. I used to be able to do it better. And it is made up of the Queen, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, maybe some other people, and Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. And he hated the Colonel with his wee beady eyes. Oh, you're gonna buy my chicken. Okay. Anyway, every time you say the Meadows, I think of that, and it makes me giggle. Okay, I'm also anal, though, so I cannot judge you or Nick because I am anal in my own way. There are definitely things that I am anal about, and I can discuss it later in another video because this is too long already. Scary about your old apartment and the file cabinet and the stealing of your check. So yes. The tuna helper aunt / aunt story was hilarious as well. And I would like to ask you why you do not talk to your Lebanese aunt. If there is like a good story behind that, I would be interested to know. Mother Tuttle, I don't know what I was thinking about being a teacher. I can safely say I don't think I've ever known what she did for a job, because now that you tell me, it doesn't ring any bells. But that's a very noble job. Yes. I also love hearing stories about crazy people, like your coworker and the police and that whole thing. I think that's really funny. You know, just to hear about how some other people live. It's interesting. And funny sometimes. Thank you for making me feel better about the long posts. I get a little anxious about it, especially, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say Angie's stressing me out because it's not her. I know that these are long, and the fact that she's not watching them makes me feel like I really need to shorten them up so that she will watch them, but there's just so much to discuss. Um, the only thing I will say about Nick's opening presents video is that, Nick, you tossed a lot of the things that you got. I think almost everything. You were like, meh, meh, like chucking them on the floor or away or whatever, and I felt like that was a little rude to the present givers. It seemed like you were just tossing them aside ungratefully. But, you know, I know, that's whatever. Um, it was good to see Rachel. Very happy to see her. I feel like I haven't seen her in a while because I feel like you used to iChat me, like video chat me sometimes for like 5 seconds, and she would be there and I would be able to say hello to her. But I have not seen her, I feel like, since you guys both came to Omaha to visit. So it was good to see her. Tell her hello. And Angie, if you've made it this far, which I hope you have, I'm sorry to hear that things are heavy. I really am. It makes me sad, and I applaud you for keeping it real. And let me know if there's anything I can do. Like, I don't know, but if there is, you know, let me know. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry. Also, Angie mentioned something about pushing someone to the floor and how that was not okay. And I would like to ask what video that was that she was referring to, because I would like to watch it and hear what this story is about. Because for a minute, I thought that she was talking about me. Because last night, I may have pushed someone at work, which I'm going to talk about in a follow-up video because this one's too long already. And that entices you to watch the next one. But I thought she was talking about me because I thought about posting about this last night when I got home from work, but then I was like, no, I'll just wait till tomorrow. And so for a minute I was scared and I was like, oh my God, did I actually post that? And she's talking about how it's not okay to push people. But it wasn't me. So I want to know who she was talking about and what video it is because I would like to watch that. And I'll tell you about my pushing experience coming up